Hello everyone! Here I am barefaced. Today I'm here to do the makeup book tag, if you can't already tell. I did this tag a year ago, I want to say, where I wasn't confident enough to put my makeup on and just showed you the products. But I thought today, with the confidence, and let's do this thing. So, as you can clearly tell, I'm not wearing any makeup right now, and I was going to even wait to film this when my face had cleared up, because you can see right now, I have quite a lot of acne going on, but then I'm like, my face never clears up, and that wouldn't be a true depiction of my life when I showed you if I had like clear face once in a blue moon, like, oh, this is my skin. This is my skin. I have really bad, like, chin, T-zone area acne. The rest is pretty much okay, but this is just a nightmare. So, you know what, we're just going to bite the bullet and do it. Makeup book tag is where you put your makeup on in every art or every piece of makeup, I guess you could say. You answer a question. I have the questions right here. Just know in advance, if I'm looking over here, I'm looking at the monitor to make sure I'm in focus. I may go out of focus a lot because I am doing my makeup. I also have my mirror right here to like try to do it. If I look over here, I have my baby monitor because my kid is just in this room playing, so I have to keep an eye on him. Okay, let's just dive in and put some makeup on this face because I know, it's horrible to look at. I know. Anyway, let's begin. This is going to be kind of a, you know, nice video and kind of like an unscripted one. The first question or article is primer. Primer I use right now is the Professional from the Balm. This is the sample size because this junk's expensive and you only need a little bit. And the question for this is to pick a book that left a lasting impression. I only put this on my nose and my chin because that's where I mostly oil out the most, you can't already tell. The book that left the most lasting impression, definitely The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. I know I keep talking about that book, but that book's my life right now. I'm just obsessed with it. Mortalist by Chloe Benjamin. I just finished that not too long ago. And that book, while I didn't love it, it has left a lasting impression on me. Like, it was a very intense book and a lot of things happened and I keep thinking about it constantly. So those two right now have left the most lasting impression on me. Next is Foundation, which, by the way, this is going out of order of what I usually do with makeup. Usually I put on my eye makeup first and then I'll go to foundation, but we're just gonna go with the questions because why not? And the foundation I'm using, I actually just got this a month ago and I really like it, is Maybelline Superstay 24-Hour Wear, and I really enjoy it. I've been really liking the Clinique one. I have a beauty blender right here. Anyway, pick your favorite first book in a series is the question for this. Sorry, I probably won't be looking at you because, you know, you gotta blend. I'm gonna have to go with Size by Neil Shusterman. I know this book has been getting a lot of buzz lately and it's well deserved. I read the first book of that last year. I want to say this time last year, honestly, and I fell in love with it. It was a very memorable book. Another book that stuck with me that left a lasting impression, that's for sure. But it was such a great first book in a series, and I really enjoyed the sequel too. The sequel was phenomenal. There are so many first books in a series that are amazing. Like, I might speed this up some because you will be here all day watching me do this, and that is probably no fun at all. I mean, Strange Dreamer was a great first book. Illuminate was a great first book. I really tend to like the first books a lot in a series. That's my thing. I don't know. When it comes to trilogies, I'm not quite sure. Concealer is the next thing, and I use the Tarte Shape Tape. A lot of people love this one. I like it. I think it's okay. Do I think it's worth $25? I don't know, but I bought it, so I'm going to use it till it's done, and then I'll probably get a drugstore one, to be completely honest with you. I mean, it's a good concealer. I don't think it's, like, amazing. And the question for this is, pick a character you wish you can get rid of. There's a lot of... No, there's not a lot of those. There's only one or two I'd say that I really would like to get rid of. You're going to see me conceal my whole face because it's just hormonal acne, that time of month acne, stress acne, always having acne. The one character I would probably get rid of, and I'm sure you probably won't be surprised about this by all because I always talk about this character, and that is the American Singer from the Selection series. She was just one of the most annoying main characters I've ever read about. She was just very wishy-washy. She didn't make up her mind. Wishy-washy, like I said. She was just annoying, honestly, and I did not like reading about her. I know that's a lot of people's guilty pleasure series, and I can see why. It was one for me. I flew through the series. I really enjoyed the first book. The second book was like, person, and I did not like the third book whatsoever. So it's one of my least favorite series, and I think the reason for that is because of the main character. She was just not the best. Do I feel concealed enough? I look pale as mess right now, probably. Yeah, I'm super pale. Hi. This one is powder. I use this one right here. It's the Maybelline Super Stay Better Skin one. I've used this for a while, as you can clearly tell. When I like a product, or honestly, you know what? If I buy a product, I'm gonna use it because I've spent my money on that, and I don't have a lot of money. And this question is, pick your favorite last book in a series. That's a very, okay, so I have one. I don't know if this would count as one, but I want to say Our Dark Duet by Victoria Schwab. It's part of a duology, so is that like a series technically, or is it a duology? I don't know, you'll let me know, but I love that book. I read that last year, and it's one of my favorite books of the whole year. And it was just a great last book in a series. I thought it was just phenomenal. Next one is eyebrows. And I'll be honest with you, I don't really do my eyebrows a lot, as a lot of other beauty gurus and other people do. They do such amazing with their eyebrows. I used to have very thick eyebrows before it was cool to have thick eyebrows, like in middle school and high school. And then like they were really thick, like insanely thick, and I had finally gotten them under control. So they're very they're not super thin right now, but let's just say my brow hair grows back so fast, I have to pluck these things twice a week. I know they're super thin to you, but I enjoy them like this, and they're I don't have to fill them in a ton because they grow so quickly. So I only really have to fill in right at the very top because the rest are solid. Like, it's a solid brow, I think. Like, there's no sparseness is what I'm saying. What I use is this NYX 3-in-1 brow pencil, and I only use this part, which I'm literally, it's this much left. So I'm gonna have to buy something else either way. But I just fill in right here, and this is literally all I do. I'm the most boring makeup person in the whole world. Brow brush, whatever you call this thing, to brush through it to make it look natural. Question for that, I totally didn't answer the question. That's a very weird video, guys, I'm sorry. Is a book that you think everyone should read. The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. Who's surprised I said that? No one. I'm obsessed with that book right now. You can clearly tell. It was such a gripping book, and it just left such a huge impression on me, and I keep thinking about it. I loved every second of it. So that is a book that I think everyone should read. Even if you're not into adult fiction, even if you're not into historical fiction, read the book. So good. The next one is eyeshadow. Before I go to eyeshadow, I'm just going to prime my eyes real quick. I use the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. I always recommend priming your eyes because it will make your eyeshadow sticks so much better. It's ridiculous. Like, I'm using today is one of my favorite palettes, and that's the Rock Pro palette. These are the only things I will splurge on because I do think the quality of the eyeshadows are worth it in these last years. You can see I've already hit pan on this one, and another one's going to be coming up soon. So I'll probably not talk a lot during this because this probably takes the most time out of my whole makeup routine. So I'll quickly show you what shadows I'm going to be using. I'll be using this one right here called Cream. Let me see if I can do this. Cream right here to just put it all over my lid. Probably using mauve right here to put in my crease. And then I'll use sable to darken it up. And then I'll put pewter even more like in the outer corner to darken it up. And then I'll probably put gold right in the center of the lid. I use the same. I always do brown because I'm basic and that's my life. But it's just the easiest one to go to. So the question for this is, pick a book that has your favorite colors on the cover. Oh my gosh, this is a hard one because I feel like sorry, I'll be looking over here to my mirror. I feel like my favorite color constantly changes a ton. I would say How to Love by Katie Cadugnos has a beautiful color on it. It's like a really light blue, like a teal almost, I would say. Oh, another beautiful cover. That's just a beautiful cover, hands down, and it's just has amazing colors on it. Of Hearts by Kimberly Martin, I want to say. That book, it's got like teal on it, it's got red, it's got such vibrant colors, which I'm very much into. So many covers on it that have amazing covers on it. It's ridiculous. So you can see a little bit what I'm doing. This is my mirror. I have to see. Okay, guys? So, yeah, I'm going to probably fast forward right now for a little bit because and I'll talk here and there, but let's cue the music. Cast out my crooked nightmares into the haze. If my mother calls out after my name, tell her I've been hiding from. How about me? When I do my eyeshadow, I don't care at the outer corner right here. I just go for it, and then I clean it up just a touch. So when it comes to like going as far out on the corner as possible, I just go for it because I clean it up. So I just want to make sure the color and the blend looks decent. If that doesn't make any sense, probably not, because I have no clue what I'm doing. I can't even tell if this looks good or not right now because I have not the best lighting to do makeup in. That's the gist. I think it looks okay. We're just gonna roll this. Like I said, I just literally take it along the edge of my lash line and just push it up. I also have foundation on. See? I usually do my eyeshadow first because I'm not wearing a foundation. I'm obviously gonna have to touch that up too, but whatever. Oh no, I feel like this video is all over the place. I'm sorry if you're watching this and like, this girl has no clue what she's doing. You are correct. It's like putting a really big pop of color right in the like center eyelid, and just put the eyeshadow directly on my finger because it gives you the most intensity. You just pop that on there. And boom, look at that. You look like you know what you're doing with your life. You have eyeshadow on. You're like, yeah, I can go out and conquer the world and do whatever I want because my eyeshadow looks good. At least that's what I tell myself in the morning. The eyeliner, pick a dark and mysterious book. Oh, the book I'm reading right now, which I'm probably already finished with, is In the Wicked Deep by Shay Earnshaw. It is literally a book that is part hocus pocus, part practical magic, part like the Salem witch trials. It is amazing. I'm really enjoying it. I highly recommend it. I love that one. So it's definitely a dark and very mysterious, very atmospheric book. I love the way it's written. What I've been using is this L'Oreal Super Slim, but it's nearly out. I go through eyeliner like crazy, so I have to get it like every other month. So I just have this brand new one. It's also by L'Oreal. This is what it looks like. I cannot talk during this because this is a very serious process, people, and I'll probably jack it up. I love doing cat liner, and some days it works out amazing, and some days I'm like, I wish I could tell you some tricks for eyeliner, but honestly, eyeliner is such a personal preference thing that once you have your way down, you stick with your way. So it's honestly just gonna take whatever you need. So what I always do personally is I always just build a baseline up on each eye and then I'll wing it out. I just like to get my like line established. But like some people do the cat eye first and then they'll go in and line their line. And then they line their eye. I like to line my eye first. Like I said, it's a very, you know, each person has their own way of doing it. Now we're gonna go with the most infuriating part, is the cat eye. So what I do personally is I just follow that line I made with my eyeshadow. That's the line I follow. It's like the natural crease of or whatever of my line of my eye, and then I'll like just bring it back in. If that makes any sense. Hopefully you can see it. If not, I'm sorry. All the lines, so I have that line right there established. You'll probably be able to see on the other eye. And then I just bring it back in, and then I just fill it in. Hopefully you can see this. Gosh, probably too far away for that. Whatever. What's next? Mascara, and for that I'm using my trusted Real Voluminous Mascara. And then the question for this is pick a long book, and that's what it says. It's by Marissa Meyer. That book was really long, I thought. That book, I did enjoy it. It was one of my favorite books of the entire year, honestly, last year. But it was very long. Like, it was over, I want to say it was like almost 550 pages. And I don't, oh gosh, there's a big clump on that. And I don't think it needed to be that long, honestly. Like, there was a lot of it that I think could have been chucked out, honestly. But okay, I still really enjoyed it. There's no bronzer question. Why is there no bronzer question? Pick a book you're excited to read this spring. There's your bronzer question. Starry Eyes by Jen Bennett. I'm very excited to read that this spring. It sounds like it's going to be a very cute book. I don't contour, by the way, because I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do barely my makeup at all. But, so I just bronze to create the illusion, like, I get sun. When yeah, I'm outside a lot. I do, kind of. Moving on to blush. Pick, for that, I use Milani. I use the color Coral Cove. It's very, very pinky. I really enjoy it. The question is, pick a book that had some cringeworthy romance. For that, I'm going to say Broken Beautiful Hearts by Kami Garcia. That book, while it was important because it talked about sexual assault and abuse, it did have some really cringeworthy romance in it. Like, I was like, oh, this romance is not the best. It's a very cringeworthy romance book. I did not enjoy the romance on that at all. And the next question is highlighter. I use the Mary Luminizer from The Balm. They actually sent this to me, so thank you, The Balm. It's a great highlighter. A Wet n Wild has a really good one too, by the way. But for this one is pick a book that brighten your day. Oh, so many. Love, Life, and List by Casey West is one that I think of. That was just a really cute book. Any Casey West book, honestly, is a very, very cute book. I just think they brighten my day, honestly. Is Lipstick. And for this, I'm using a very, very pinky one because it's becoming spring soon, so why not? And I'm using another Balm product. This is the Meet Matte Hues, and this is in the color Chivalrous. Words, what are they? It's very, very bubblegum pink. And that is your favorite book kiss. Oh, there's so many. I love that anticipation of a first book kiss. It's just the best, honestly. I'm gonna have to really pay attention because you can tell I don't got a lot of lips, especially my upper lips, like non-existent. I'm gonna have to go with Ron and Hermione. I loved their first kiss in the book. I think the reason why that's my favorite first book kiss is because, or just my favorite book kiss in general, is because I'm a huge Ron Hermione shipper. I have wanted them to be a couple ever since like reading the 4th book, I want to say. So just the sheer anticipation of the kiss, because I wanted them to be together so bad. I was reading book 4, book 5, book 6, book 7. I was like, is this ever gonna happen? And when it happened, it was like all the happiness feelings was just amazing. So yeah, let me brighten this up even more because why not? As you can see, it's a very bright lipstick. I honestly go with really bright colors for filming. So there you have it. There is the makeup book tag. That was a catastrophe of a video, was it not? Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed watching me put on my makeup or watching me look at the mirror. I wish I could be talented enough to do it just like looking at a monitor, but I have to see what I'm doing. And I hope it looks okay. This could look horrible. I think it looks decent. I don't know, you let me know. But either way, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see more like just chatty videos of me putting on my makeup and just talking about a random topic, I would love to do that. No pressure with answering different questions. I just talk about whatever I want to. But either way, I hope you enjoyed this video a little bit. I could totally understand if you didn't because it was a hot mess, much like my entire life. If you did enjoy it somehow, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.